an athletic training program from North Park. Who else? We have a firefighter and a chiropractor coming to talk as well. So it's going to be the same as last semester. So they'll have a presentation, and then the last 5 minutes of their time will be a Q&A for the students. Look out for a flyer for that. It'll also be posted on Inside AHS as well. And then I'm sure teachers will be sending it out because we'll send it to some teachers to give out to their students. I think that's it for the career fair in a sense. Oh, we're also trying to have a PT come and talk because I know last semester a lot of students were interested in hearing to a physical therapist. So we listened to that. We're just waiting to hear back from some people.
Yeah.
Next, we have Fit for Life, which is probably our main event. And this one we're still trying to work out, but basically the rough details of it, it's going to be held on April 14th. And then it's going to be a longer event. So it's going to be from 12 p.m. noon to 4 p.m. And it's going to be a bunch of different activities throughout the day. I know we had mentioned working with Exercises Medicine to possibly host like workout classes and then a yoga session. Thanks for the reaction, Saneha brought up a good point. Maybe we can do a self-reflection part of the, or a health, what did you say? Wellness reflection? That's what it was.
Yeah, that'd be
Reflection
cute.
with Dr. Hamster Wright to see if she'd be interested in doing that. And then throughout the event, we're going to do little challenges that are going to, students can get prizes for. So some examples of that, we're thinking about doing like a plank challenge, or Saneha brought up a good one, making like a healthy meal, or to kind of make it active on the social media, we can have like the students tag us in their posts or something like that if they work out, and then just to see who's been like consistently, I don't know, being physically active, I guess. And then I know we want to work with the kinesiology ambassadors and incorporating our mission statement that the department has sent out. I don't have that pulled up, but I can look it up. Also, I think we wanted to work with the rec center for this event because I know they like to do a lot of exercise classes as well. So we were thinking maybe to see if there's anyone that they know that does like a Zumba class or something, just so it can be something a little bit, not saying exercise isn't fun, but rather than just doing the standard, like, okay, time to do squats now, you know, like it's something different. So I think that would be interesting if they're able to join and collaborate on the event as well. Sine, is there anything?
Besides OSHA for Fit for Life or just in general?
Fit for Life or like the career fair?
Sure. I think for Fit for Life, we were also, you know, how you were saying about the challenges, just kind of mentioning that we may do a prize. So we kind of have to still discuss if we're going to do a prize, like leading up to it when there's all these challenges. So we'll see. And then I'm also just curious, like for future tense, like career fair, like if anyone has any specific careers in mind that they would want to see maybe in the future. Because so far for this one, again, we were thinking like an OT, having the athletic training program, a firefighter, chiropractor, possibly a PT, and etc. But just wondering, anyone here that like has an idea of like someone that they really want to see in the future if like we have more career fairs going forward.
Abby joined. Hi, Abby.
Hey, Abby.
Sorry, I'm late.
She just finished a class with me, so she needed to eat.
Abby, if we had a career fair in the future, is there any careers that you'd want to see specifically if you went to a career fair?
Which ones did you already cover?
For this upcoming one in a couple weeks, we have an OT, the athletic training program, a firefighter, a chiropractor, and then possibly a PT.
maybe like personal trainer, like strength and conditioning coach, that type of area.
Mm.
I
Mhm.
have a strength and conditioning coach actually that will be excited to do it for this career fair.
Yeah.
One of our graduates.
Actually, we should probably reach out to her too, because just in case some
Yeah,
people,
that's true. We still have some people to respond, so
yeah,
we could always reach out to more.
there's this at this career fair. We're hoping to have a spokesperson from Northwestern. They have a Master's of Science in Law, so it's one of their new programs they had. I'm sure they'll probably better explain it than I could, but it's basically taking like business, economics, and STEM, or sorry, business, law, and STEM, and they combined it into this program. So for anyone like in entrepreneurs or health policies and stuff like that. So they will be at the event. I'm just waiting to hear back a time from them. So I think
Mhm.
that's something different and learning more about their master's program.
Mhm.
Did we hear back from the clubs
The
for the career fair?
the clubs.
Yeah, Equinox or
Oh, we're gonna have them at Fit for Life.
oh, okay, perfect.
We're gonna have what's her name? Rachel Thompson. Is she from?
Yeah, no, she's alumni. She's one of our alumni.
Okay.
She's
Well, we
definitely
have yes, we're gonna contact those for Fit for Life. So Equinox, and then Fabian was one of your alumni as well.
yeah.
I'm gonna reach out to him to see if he would want to be there. And then I think Lola Fit, possibly. No, so we're gonna have the gyms come to the Fit for Life one because I don't know. I feel like if we were to have it in person, we were gonna have it at the rec center. So I feel like it would just be um, better if they were at that event.
Yeah. One thing Hannah mentioned was about the orthopedic surgeon. So we're still waiting to hear about that as well because you reached out, but still waiting. So hopefully. But yeah,
Um,
that's about it for that, I think. Carlos, did you have anyone that you may want to see in the future when it comes to career fairs?
Yeah, hey guys. Right now I'm just at the gym right now, so I was just kind of like
Okay.
tuning in.
Dang.
Um,
Termination.
yeah, I knew the meeting was like at 6 today, so I just wanted to hop in and see what you guys were talking about because I haven't really been a part of the kinesiology club. I think I joined when I was a freshman.
Hmm.
Um, so I mean, it's always interesting to hear hearing like an OT, like you guys said, a PT, an athletic trainer. Those are always interesting careers.
Hmm.
So that's always like I feel like it'd catch a lot of people's attention if we were to bring on, like you said, an OT and a PT. I know the PT was kind of like on the what was it? You guys weren't sure if a PT was going to come
Yeah,
on.
we're still waiting
yeah,
on
we're
that.
just waiting to hear back. If not, I know a couple of us work at like physical therapy clinics, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
if we don't hear back from the person, then we can reach out to the people that we work with and see if anyone would be able to join. I
Yeah,
know
I know. Oh yeah.
I was just gonna say like typical I feel like jobs that Kines majors go into or what they want to do is like OT, PT. So I totally get like people wanting to hear from those people as well. So I get that.
Yeah, those are some of the biggest ones. I know like a bunch of my friends who are like also in kinesiology. They're like huge on OT and PT. So just knowing that there's like people that are coming on to that and just listening to them, see like any tips they had while in their undergrad, and then what it's like in their graduate school, and then obviously as their
Mm,
PT life, and that's always really interesting. I'm always like interested to see like what they say. So
for sure.
Okay. Okay.
Thanks, Carlos. It's really helpful.
And then I think the next thing I wanted to talk about was applications for the executive board for the Kines Club. I don't know if either of you two are interested in joining the executive board. I know Abby, you had mentioned to me that you were before. So because some of the people that are on this year, they'll be graduating, sadly, after the semester. So we're looking for people who are just interested, who want to join. who like to take leadership roles. So I have an application. I can add it to the chat, but then I'm also going to have it, like our Belle is going to post it to probably to some of her students, send it to some teachers to see if anyone is interested.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to figure
I could
out
also
how to
post it on the Instagram in case someone wants
Yeah.
to join.
Give me a second.
Cool.
Those that are graduating, do you want to briefly?
Mention, yeah, sure. I could, so the position that I do is a professional development chair. So that should be opening up. And so basically, you know how we just talked about career fair? So that's kind of like one of my like main roles where it's like a lot of just networking and contacting people of different like careers and just reaching out to people like especially even within the own school and like UIC alum. So that's kind of what we do. And then I do have like a actual description. Just to read this. All right, so you organize professional development events such as the career fair. There's workshops, panels, Q&As. Reach out and maintain contact with professionals within the field of kinesiology. You are in charge of organizing service events throughout the year and then organize volunteer registrations for major Chicago runs, which I mean, obviously we haven't had that for this year, but that's like something that the position would do. So
Yeah,
pretty
and
cool.
in the document that I uploaded, each position is on there, and it's kind of like a little short little blurb, like Sneha just said, of what you would do.
Mhm.
And then at the bottom, you kind of rank which position you would like. You might get your first option. It just kind of depends. Once you fill out the application, then we go through like an interviewing process. Then that also helps too for us to decide what we feel like you would be maybe like best at. I don't know if that
Mhm.
explains.
I have a quick question.
Mhm.
So, I guess it's kind of more towards Professor Arbel, but do we know if UIC is going back on campus next semester for summer 2021? I
Yeah,
mean, for
well,
fall 2021.
yeah, fall 2021. Yes, we are going back. I don't know what the procedures are going to be.
Okay.
But there is a plan to go back. Yes, as of now, there's nothing like we need to continue what we're doing.
Yeah.
I'm planning to be
Okay.
there. I'm planning to be there face to face, regardless. If I had to put three masks on me, I'll be back.
Yeah, because I know right now there some classes are going to, like for my lab for KN 345, we're gonna go in person for lab. We're gonna
Yes.
have to do saliva testing. So I was just wondering if we were gonna do something similar like that, like on a bigger scale for next semester. Because obviously like club activities are kind of a bit harder online. If we,
Oh
I
yeah,
guess it's easier to bring in guest speakers because we could bring them in from anywhere.
yeah.
But online, we get that face-to-face connection. In person, in class, it's just a better learning environment. It's just a better way to like do stuff. But I was just curious if you guys had any intel. But
No,
it's good to hear, Mr. Bell.
no, it's yeah. For right now, yes, it is going back.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I know it's hard too, like with clubs and stuff, because I mean, like I know, like you're on Zoom and Blackboard collaborate like all day. The last thing you want to do is be on Zoom later at
Yeah.
night.
Yeah.
So I know it can be challenging in that aspect, and then trying to have the same events that you would do previously, but then
Online.
changing them to do it online has made it like a little bit difficult. I have a feeling Fit for Life might be a challenge to kind of do, but we're gonna roll with it and
Yes.
make the best that we can with the situation that we're given. Um, but I know what you mean that I don't know. Zoom is exhausting. Being online, it's tiring. So
Yeah.
yeah. So if either of you are interested, fill out the application. It'll be different if we were in person. Like we'd be meeting more as like an executive board to kind of have meetings with the board ourselves, just making sure that everyone's on the same page and stuff like that. Yeah, and also too, it's hard to get the word across online. Like you can post as much as you want about it, but people are going to join if they want to, and if not, then I can't force them to join a Zoom, I guess.
I truly think it's going to be a change in the fall. I truly think it's going to be a different feeling for the semester. And there's going to be, precautions put in place, but then that time, a lot of people should be vaccinated by then
Mhm.
as well. Yeah.
I would say a deadline for the application. When do you think would be a good time? Like April 1st?
Mm-hmm.
April 1st as a deadline for the application. Um, and then once we get people's applications in, then we can schedule with you a virtual interview, um, so we can kind of get to know you better, why you want to be on the executive board, reasons like that. Give a little spiel about yourself and what you do. And then we can decide from there which position we would think everyone would be best in.
Are we just emailing the application to
Yeah, you
you?
can just email it to, I should have put that on the application. Here, I'll write it. So Professor Arbel, I'll edit the document again before I send it to you, with the club's email on it. That way people know where to email us.
Okay, perfect.
Or you can email it to me if you want. Okay. Let me just go over. Salma is also graduating. She's vice president this year. But I can just go over the vice president role in case. So, yeah. Hannah, you're graduating this year, right?
Yeah, I
Yes.
just typed it in the chat. I didn't want to.
Do you want to hear? Why don't you talk about what you do while I pull up Salma's stuff?
Yeah, so basically, I have the secretary position of this club, and I believe I'm supposed to create a listserv, and that's usually done during the what is it? The involvement fair, right?
Yeah, which was a little bit difficult this year.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but I think in person usually like a lot of people come by and then they stop because I believe have you guys been to involvement fair in person?
Yeah. Last year, I think we had like 3 notebook sheets of students' emails, whereas this year, since it was
Wow.
online, it was
Yeah,
different.
so it's like basically it's held in the quad. Is that what it's called? I
Yeah.
haven't been in person so much I forgot what everything's called. But
Uh,
yeah, it's the
was
quad.
it on the second, the involvement? Yes, it's in the quads, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. We're at least for the fall semester. I haven't done it or I haven't seen it in the spring semester, but and usually every club is like set up or like organization and there's like people from our club representing and usually I mean I would supposed to be there if it was in person, but basically you just sign people up and you create this listserv. And for this listserv, you have to like email everyone updates or any meetings the kinesiology club is going to have, and also just to check the email daily as well as another task. And I believe, am I missing anything?
Also, secretary's job is to also take notes.
Oh, right.
Have,
Yeah,
like,
meeting notes.
things that we discuss in general body meetings or meetings with just the executive board. That's also the secretary's job, just to kind of go over everything that we discuss in the meeting.
Right. And then there's also a Google Drive where you can put all the notes in, etc.
Well, the thing with kinesiology club is that everybody has a designation of the position, but it's very much a collaboration as well. So there's help between the positions. So if you're not like square to what you need to do, so you get to do a lot of things. Hector is doing our media, but he does other stuff as well. So
Yes, Hector is our social media chair.
yeah.
I'm the president. Sinea's professional development chair. Stephanie is treasurer, but we kind of edited her role a little bit since there wasn't a lot of fundraising to do. So she's also helping on the career fairs. So we kind of just, like Professor Abel said, everyone's kind of helping everyone where we can. And then vice president basically is just right hand person for the president, organizing and coordinating meetings, campus wide events and programs. So, obviously, if we were on campus, I know, I think the vice president a couple of years ago was in charge of doing the Chicago Marathon and signing the club up for that, and also the hot chocolate run. Because those were some of our volunteer activities before they got canceled.
Was what was the Chicago or the one where you go up the stairs in the Willis Tower?
Oh, that's the
Shirley Ryan.
yeah, this for the lung association, right?
I forgot what it was called. But was that associated with Kinesiology Club, or was that
I don't think we never did it as a club. Well, ever since I was.
Yeah, but it'd be a fun thing to do.
Mhm.
Yeah, I know a lot of other clubs participate.
Yeah, I know Pre-PT Club did that, and I forgot what other clubs, because there was a lot of UIC students there when I was there in 2019.
It's 96 floors, right?
Something like that. It's a lot of floors.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, I think that's everything that I wanted to go over. Yeah, I apologize. I wish there were more people that would have been here.
Well, can I ask a question actually? So Abby and Carlos. So Carlos, you mentioned that I think you said you joined kinesiology when you were freshmen, right? Like you were in the club. Like I'm just kind of curious, like what it is that you guys like hope to see out of the club. Like what would you, or like what's your intention?
Yeah, so I joined back in, I think when I was a freshman, and I was going through the old Instagram and I saw like a picture of myself. Oh, did I freeze?
No, you're good.
Oh, okay. Um, and yeah, I was just looking back at the club, and I joined because I'm majoring in kinesiology. Oh, give me
In this club? Like what do you want to see?
Yeah, so I joined when I was a freshman because I'm majoring in kinesiology. So I wanted to meet new people, new students who were also like in the kinesiology major and who were taking the same classes as me. And I wanted to do like fun activities that could, kind of that are in the realm of kinesiology. So like you said, the fitness thing that you guys are doing, the fitness for life, or what was it called?
Yeah.
Hmm. All that stuff. And I feel like there would be obviously more opportunities to do new stuff when we go back on campus, because right now, again, with Zoom, it's not too much we could do. I do like to get the thing you guys do together, like the yoga sessions or any like activities like that. Because I'm the vice president for the pre-physical therapy club, and there has been a lot more students that are come to our meetings compared to when we were in person. I think that has to do a little bit with how many people were commuting into UIC and how late they could stay. But I feel like once we go back on campus, we could definitely see a higher engagement with students just wanting to be a part of extracurriculars due to them not being associated with them when they were on campus. So I just want to see more things that we could do together as a club. And I feel like we do that in our pre-PT club and stuff like that, like things together.
Yeah. No, I hear you. I like that. Yeah. I know when we were in person last year, we did like a self-defense class. And I know a lot of students really enjoyed that. But that's kind of hard to do virtually. I don't know how they would teach us self-defense. But if we are
Yeah.
to go back in person, that's definitely one of the events that I want to bring back for.
Yeah. I remember that event. And then I think before that, you guys did yoga. And I was really planning to do yoga with you guys, but I think I had something come up.
You know, we did yoga too. Yeah.
Yeah.
With Rachel.
Wait, Carlos, so how do you keep people coming to your meetings and like what do you guys do for pre-PT club?
Yeah. So before when we were on campus, only like 2, 3 people came to our meetings.
Yeah.
And I kind of, because I was just like part of the member, I was part of the members, not like an executive board on the e-board. So when it was switched to online, there were a bunch of freshmen that were really interested. And so when during the involvement fair, We talked about having PTs on. We talked about having grad students on. We talked about, what the application cycle looks like, what the GRE is like. And that really sparked a lot of engagement with our club. And we had, I think, one meeting had like 20, 25 students come in, and we had like guest speakers. We had people who were they were physical therapist assistants, and we talked about all that stuff. We just had a lot of guest speakers, which really sparked a lot of conversation at the end of the meetings, and they got to ask questions, and that kind of sparked like a like a bond between our club members, because that's what we wanted to do. We just want to have like a bond. Like our club is like we could help each other out, and that's what kind of like got our club going online. So I'm interested to see how our club is going to move forward into next year, because one of the down things for me was I had to stay at 6 o'clock till campus. The club meetings would end at 7 p.m. I wouldn't be home till like 8 because I had to commute home, or like 7:30 or something like that. So there's a plus and cons, but I really hope that engagement goes up when next semester comes around.
Yeah.
But just having a lot of guest speakers. You guys are obviously doing that with having people come on, and I feel like now it's just like getting the word out there.
Yeah.
So, but our last meeting, I think we had maybe 16 people around there. And so it was really, really fun because we had a grad student come on from the UIC DPT school. His name is Sam Chung. He's in his second year, and he was super, super great to talk to. So, yeah, it's just, again, just letting people know that there's a club, because a lot of people don't know there's a pre-PT club. A lot of people just don't know there's a kinesiology club too. And I feel like it's just hard right now to like attract people. So, but it's just part building the community and building the club. And once we could get that, it will just continue to grow.
For sure. Thank you, Carlos. That's helpful.
The career fair is March 10th from 4 to 7.
Got it. Thank you.
Okay. Professor Bell, do you have anything else to add?
Yeah, I think this is really a valid, very valid information, Carlos, and thank you for sharing. I think one of the other things that are happening that I've been noticing as a faculty advisor for the Kinesiology Club for a while now is that the amount of events before even COVID, the amount of events and offering for the students to participate within AHS has really grown, not among the university, not just among the clubs, but among the ASAP or any other. So I think we really need to be very cautious about how do we schedule all of our meetings or events, because it can clash with other things. Just like today, for example, we didn't know that we is going to have 2 more events happening in the same day. So I think for future in general, it will be really great to have maybe a much more coordinated manner between clubs, between events that are happening at AHS, to be able to actually shine each club separately and then do a collaborative things as well.
Yeah, I agree. Because you want to give, like, the alumni chat today, like you want to give
right
like those people, like, okay, the most amount of students that can go to that event, but then you also have, I don't know, club meetings where you want like students to come
right
on this. So
that it just have to do I think it had to do much more with cautious planning maybe. It just takes more on our end as clubs to do that. And try to maximize the participation as much as possible and make sure that the students have the opportunities to do everything.
Yeah.
I agree.
Thing to add really quickly. One quick thing to add really quickly. For our club, it was always the whole idea of the club was the students should get something out of every single club meeting. Like if they were to come to this meeting, they would come out with something new that they learned. For like our last meeting, it was like what to expect for the application process and how to prepare for the GRE. Before that, it was how COVID has changed the application process and how is it changing physical therapy clinics. And again, we brought on guests, and like every meeting should have its own thing that someone should be able to take away from. So like for the next kinesiology meeting, like you guys could do like Um, I'd have to like think about it, but like something that's
Yeah.
like pretty like interesting that like I would want to come on. I'd want to like talk to you guys about like, oh yeah, that's a pretty good topic. Um, Obviously, it's like it's kind of hard to like come up with good ideas. Um, but I'm excited to see what Kinesiology Club has, and I'm always down to like spread the word about Kinesiology Club. Um, and I know you guys had a meeting a little bit ago. Um, but yeah, I like the meeting today was like on Tuesday. I know some things like kind of coincide with each other, but like Tuesdays are pretty good for meetings if there's like not a lot of things going on. We do our meetings on Thursdays. Nothing's going on Thursdays, so our uh, our members can always come on for a little bit, and yeah,
You guys do Thursday evenings?
yeah, we do Thursday at 6 o'clock, and
Okay.
we get like about 10 students, 10 to 15 students every time.
Cool.
Oh wow, I didn't know you guys met weekly.
Oh, we do not meet weekly. We meet every other month. So
Okay.
yeah, we always try to like have like a certain topic associated with it. So we do like a lot of brainstorming. We come up with like really good topics, and then we talk about like guest speakers. So if students have questions or members have questions, they're able to ask like a panel or things like that. But we usually meet like every other month. We don't do like weekly meetings.
Hmm.
And then we'll probably do like another general body meeting, like, because I know we're done with classes April
20 something
28th,
at the end of the month.
Oh yeah, April
April
28th. There's
no, April 30th. I always keep saying the
Right.
28th. I don't know why. The 30th. Um, so probably either like that week or the week before classes are done, we'll do like a last general body meeting because we have career fair in March and then fit for life like middle of April. So we can come up with a fun idea or event for the last general body meeting. You can maybe have like a guest speaker or
I
something.
was gonna ask, are you guys like interested in collabing with Exercises Medicine, maybe for some like future events, maybe even possibly in person, taking considerations and COVID protocols, of course. But if you're comfortable, we would totally be down to like collab on something.
Okay.
With
Awesome.
the pre-PT club?
With
Denise Club?
and
Who's who you're talking to?
oh,
Yeah.
sorry. I mean with both actually. That would be even great.
very
Well,
cool.
this for Fit for Life. We
That's
can
true.
collab on that one.
Right, yeah, definitely that one for sure. And then I guess I'll keep in touch about anything that we plan on, and I'll let you guys know.
Yeah, for sure. Let us know.
Quick question: how are you guys planning to do Fit for Life this semester? I guess this term or
So it's gonna be virtually again, unfortunately. Um, but last semester we had a wellness day, which we collaborated with the Student Nutrition Association. So that was 4 hours, and we had different events during that time. So half of the time was the Kines Club, and the other half was Student Nutrition Association. So we'll do a little bit nutrition stuff to see if the SNA wants to collaborate on the event, but it's going to be majority Kines Club stuff. So workouts with exercises medicine. We're going to do a yoga session again this time, but I think with someone else, not Rachel. We're going to have some gyms come and talk to us. Well, we're going to reach out like Equinox. I think Lola Fit was another one. I'll have to check on that. And then we're also going to do like mini challenges, like workout challenges. So who can hold the longest plank or things like that. And then there'll be prizes for those people.
In
Probably
terms
like
of
a
like,
card or something that I can mail out.
I think for like formatting, we were thinking it would be kind of so since it's like 12 to 4, it would be like I think we have to decide if we want to have like a Zoom link and they just join because it's kind of like
Yeah.
join at this time for this class. And it's like throughout the day. And at the end it might be like a reflection or something like that. And then depending on if we collab with like the rec center, they might have their own like link to get into their, So that's kind of maybe how the format. We still have to think about that, like how we're gonna format.
Obviously, like on the flyer, we like Hector likes making like flyers that are scheduled out. So you'll know like, okay, from this time to this time, this is what's going to be happening. That's how the career fair is going to go as well. So once we get a finalization of everyone that will be there, you'll know exactly what speaker will be at the event, what time they're going to be speaking. That way, if you didn't want to listen for everyone and you just wanted to hear from certain people, you would know what time to join. So that's going to be the same way for Fit for Life. Okay. Well, that's everything that I had to talk about. Anyone else have anything? Again, if you're interested, Abby or Carlos, in the application for joining the e-board, fill it out, and you could just email it back to us. And also, if you guys like know anyone, like any of your friends that are interested in joining, feel free to forward them the document. And you could just say to email the Kines Club or myself the document back.
Yeah, I'll be sure to like just to get people involved in the kinesiology club because I know a lot of people are majoring in kinesiology. So the more people we could have in a club, it's always better to like just know more faces, know just like stuff like that. It's always more fun with more people.
Yeah, it would be cool.
Yeah, and I spoke at the KN 100 about Kinesiology Club because they're new, but I think the situation, the stress that the students are under, first year students here, being online and not being able to communicate, they really don't feel uh, the I don't know how to say that, how valuable it is to actually join online, on a Zoom, because they're doing it all day long and they just don't want to do it anymore afterwards.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, Miss Arbel, I remember when you would have I would be in your classes and we'd always have like discussions. Sometimes we'd sit like far up like away from the class and then we'd bring us all down. We'd have conversations. In Zoom, we don't have that. It's just usually the professor just talking. But in
yeah,
your classes, when your lectures, I mean, yeah, you'd be talking, but it'd be a lot more discussion. You'd ask questions like, oh, what is this muscle? What is abducting?
yeah,
Stuff like that. And I
Yeah.
really do miss that connection with the professors. So, and I
yeah,
feel like yeah, students are definitely more overwhelmed with their classes, everything online. So I agree with that.
yeah, but it will change. We'll bring it back. We're doing our best now and we'll bring it back.
Yes. Yeah. I'll definitely mention stuff and like I feel like everyone in here is like in 261 for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe I'll like interrupt Dr. Hamster, right, and just mention career fair and stuff to all those students.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, thanks for joining today.
And we hope you sent your application. It will be nice to have new faces. Obviously, we're going to miss very much the one that are leaving us. But we're always looking for ideas. And thank you for really sharing all of your ideas. This is really in your input of what the kinesiology is and what you want to see the kinesiology become, Kinesiology Club.
Yes, I agree. All right. Well, everyone have a good rest of your night.
You as well. Thanks for joining, Carlos, Abby.
Thank
Nice
you
to
so
meet you.
much.
Guys.
Thanks for the
Yeah,
information.
yeah, thank you guys. Have a good week, guys.
You
as well.
too.
Later,
Bye.
guys.
Bye.
Right.